But before you stop, what is it about that acquisition that's so interesting to you?
Well, so here's a company that is completely generated, user-generated content of this incredible meal database, and has gotten millions of people to live healthier lifestyles. And it's a real rags to riches story from two guys here in San Francisco who didn't have to take any outside funding until they were totally profitable based on advertising, and they took a bit of funding and just continued to grow it, and it's a huge success story. So my hat's off to them.
John?
Well, I think it's really interesting. Under Armour had been involved in the wearables, at least testing out like clothing and things like that had embedded wearables in them, and so they bought Endomondo also, I think was the other one.
Right.
Interestingly, I just had bought Endomondo myself to try to get it to work with a Gear Fit on a non-Samsung phone, and it works. It's kind of flaky, but it works. And I thought about, why am I doing this in the first place? And Dave, we talked about this with you had 8 Fitbit type things on your wrist.
Yeah, I have just 3 right now. I'm kind of a digital jewelry aficionado, fetishist.
You're like a wearable Ringo.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, well, why am I doing this? What am I really after? And really, what it is to me is just punishing myself further for future behaviors, which is, I know I'm going to go to the office and sit down all day, and I'm going to use this to tell myself to get up and walk. And I just think that the whole concept is ridiculous, that I, at least, am in this position of using a tool for that.
So you don't think of it as an incentivization to be able to get you to do positive behaviors. You look at it as a punishment for future behavior. That's fascinating, John.
Well, I thought about it in the terms of positive first, but what it ended up being was punishment. Oh, I didn't do this. I didn't achieve this. Because I'm kind of not... I think a lot of people are... they've been overindulged or ingratiated with awards and badges.
This is like Puritan notification strategy.
Well, so John, then I'm going to give you an interesting app that you should try out. So you should try out an app called Pact, P-A-C-T. They're also a company that's here in San Francisco, put together by 2 behavioral psychologists from the East Coast. And what they do is they use the concept of loss aversion incredibly effectively. So if that's something that's important for you, here's what you do, is you sign up and you say, okay, I'm going to, for example, work out 3 times a week of 30 minutes or more. And they have integration with Runkeeper and Endomondo and all these other guys, right? But the key to it is you say, if I don't work out, then I'm going to give you my credit card, and here's $10 for every single time that I don't go and work out.
And so I won't have any money by the end.
So now you're part of a pool of other people who are also taking the same challenge with you. If you do end up working out, then you actually share in the rewards from all of the other schmoes who didn't do workouts that week.
And those rewards are what?
Well, so they take whatever, the $10 of the people who didn't do it. They take a small service fee, and then they basically split it among the people who actually achieve the goal. Now, what's so interesting about this is not so much, so you're going to be making $3 or $5 or $10 or $50, what have you. It's not, going to be the next big business model for fitness fanatics. That the difference here is that it's the loss aversion. So people are way more psychologically inclined to do something if they feel like they're going to lose something if they don't do it, than feel like they're going to gain something if they do it. Like, it's just one of these weird things where economically, like, you would think, well, it's the exact same equation. But from a human psychological perspective, we're way more attuned to losing something we have than towards getting something that we want.
In a way, what they're doing is putting fitness club modeling in the cloud, because a fitness club, you pay a certain fee every month, and they don't care whether you come in or not. But to the person, every time they go, the less frequently they go, the more it costs.
Sure.
So
Although I would even hype it up on an additional level, which is that they're actually kind of telling you, dude, you just lost $10 because you didn't do that workout.
right.
So, like it's
Yeah,
really
it's the next level. It's a good idea. I see it right here. It's on Android, by the way,
It
Steve.
sure is.
I'm really happy about that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, too bad we didn't talk about that, right?
Yeah, it's too bad.
Yeah, no, that was excellent. Okay, I have a little bit of housekeeping.